A winning week on North American markets, and for the Dow, it was a second straight winning week in a row. We haven't seen that in a couple of months. Retail sales data in the U.S. was decent, showing a gain 3 months in a row now. There was also stronger than expected industrial production numbers. Some data out of China, though, a little disappointing, and this comes ahead of that restart in the trade talks with the U.S. at the G20 scheduled for later this month. As for Bay Street, we saw a winning week here as well, with gold today close to a 4-month high. That's connected to some of the worries out there. Middle East tensions also providing a lift to oil the last couple of days this week. The Canadian dollar is below 75 cents. And another rough day for the marijuana stocks on Bay Street. Shares in Hexo finished lower for a second day after the company reported disappointing earnings. It got a downgrade today. Now, with that retail sales data in the U.S., there is still this expectation that we could see an interest rate cut stateside as soon as July. There is a Fed meeting scheduled for next week, so we should get further details, perhaps some sort of signal. Shares in Broadcom put pressure on Wall Street today. Now, the stock got a downgrade after reporting earnings. The problem here, though, is the chip maker missed on revenue and also lowered its guidance going forward, blaming the U.S.-China trade issues and the controversy around Huawei, and that very likely to get noticed by the U.S. Federal Reserve when it holds that meeting next week. Shares in Beyond Meat moved above $150 during this session today. Now, this stock really has been on a wild ride since it hit the public market about a month ago. And keep in mind, it started at $25 a share. Today, it got a lift on word its competition in the plant-based proteins market, Impossible Burger, is dealing with shortages in the U.S. And shares in Transat, little change today after a new bid came forward. A Quebec developer has outbid Air Canada in its formal takeover offer. The new bid, though, is contingent on the Quebec government financing nearly 1/4 of the purchase. I'm Chris McCusker in the 680 Business Center for City News.